Yeah.
Hey Gemini, it's Maria with your 2018 year in advance reading. Okay, I've shuffled and cut the deck, but I'm going to cut it again one more time with you. It's going to be kind of a little bit, maybe not too complicated because I'm getting better at it. One-handed. Okay, so I'm letting that drop. Here we've cut the deck. Gemini 2018 reading. We're going to pull 12 cards, one for every month, and then we're going to read them. So here we have January. Let's actually move that a little bit. January, February, March, April, May, and June. July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, there's all your cards. I'm going to get this out of the way. Here are your reading or your cards for this year. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. January, I'm going to move them down here. Let the emotions flow. Okay, Gemini, you've had quite a year in 2017. In order to start the year of 2018 off on the right foot, you're going to need to let your emotions go. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to go to the gym and punch on a punching bag, go punch on a punching bag. If you need to bite a pillow and scream, bite a pillow and scream. Whatever you have to do to get that out. Why? I see emotions as clutter. Just like you've got that pile of junk mail that's gathering up on your end table and you can't use the end table, all of those emotions that are no longer serving you or are poisoning you, yes, poisoning you, are taking room for things that you do need, okay? Get out the clutter, get out the emotions that no longer serve you. Cry, scream, yell, punch, whatever you need to do to get it out. Please be safe and don't hurt anybody in the process. February. For February, we have love without condition. Everybody is always talking about how you need to love people without conditions, right? Don't unconditionally love your spouse. Unconditionally love your children. Are you unconditionally loving yourself? Ouch. Yes, ouch, Gemini. I know part of you is all like, oh, yes, I totally do it. And the other part is going, you're quite a bitch, Maria. Yes. Love yourself without condition. Okay? Why? Because only then will you be truly 100% happy. Okie dokie. March. You ready? Started off strong and we're kind of getting into the ooze. Okay. Embrace your masculine. Now, just because you are a woman does not mean you can't be masculine. What do we consider masculinity? Strength, right? Now, Gemini, you especially can have a very masculine side and a very feminine side because you're the twins, right? You're two-sided. You are usually very balanced. Are you being very balanced right now, especially in the month of March? Are you being balanced, or are you being very, very emotional and feminine? If you are, I need you, and you need you to stand into your strength. Okay? It's very important. Why is it very important? April will tell us. What's up, April? Because things are going to be challenging your perception. Things are going to be challenging you. What have you believed all of your life? This angel here is here to cut that out. This sword is going to make you think about everything you've ever believed all of your life. She is masked. Why is she masked? Because you don't know who she is. All right? So what have you believed all of your life? Have you believed women have to be feminine? Do you believe, or have you believed that you are taking care of yourself and you are loving yourself unconditionally? Have you believed that you're way too emotional and you just can't do it? What have you been believing all of your life? What needs to change in that thought process, in that belief system, in order for you to move ahead in the year? This is massive, okay? April, you're going to be doing a lot of self-work. You're going to be doing a lot of probably shadow work. Being strong and practicing being strong and preparing in March is going to get you through all of the stuff you're going to do in April. All right? Remember, it's okay to be emotional about it in order to let it go. Remember to love yourself in the process. Just because you're being strong doesn't mean you have to be mean to yourself. Okay? May. We're going to pull it and bring it down here. Be without malice. Okay, so you're changing your perception. That does not give you a right to be mean to everybody. That does not give you a right to attack everybody. Okay? Now, maybe you're not attacking everybody. Maybe you aren't being mean. How much are you willing to say you're not being mean to yourself then? If you're not being mean to everyone around you, are you not being mean to yourself also? Are you loving yourself also? Be honest. In the month of May, are you loving yourself as much as you're loving everybody else? Or are you being a wicked, evil witch to yourself? Or to everybody else? It's very easy, Gemini, to say, oh, I'm being totally 100% okay, but what's your other side doing? Exactly. Make sure you're on that A game, knowing what both of your sides of your sign are doing. June. What do we have? We have heed your dreams. Okay, so easiest interpretation of this is you're going to be having a lot of dreams in June that you need to pay attention to in order to progress throughout your life. In order to take everything that you're doing by changing your perception and loving yourself and being strong and not mean to yourself and anyone else around you, in order to move on. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to go to sleep and you're going to have these massive, amazing, vivid dreams. It doesn't mean you're going to go to sleep and you're going to have all of these answers just given to you in your dream. What this means is calm down, relax, and start paying attention to everything because you could be daydreaming. All right? Pay attention to your goals. Pay attention to your desires. What are your dreams? Not the stuff that you do when you're asleep. What are your dreams? What you want? Have you changed your perception on that? Are you being kind to yourself on that? Are you strong enough to reach it? Yes, 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 you are. Why do I know? Because this tree has stuck out and has made it through probably decades of tree life, of possibly being chopped down, of maybe being in the way and getting chopped down, of a storm possibly ripping it out of the ground. It's survived. Why has it survived? Because it's strong enough. Are you strong enough to withstand the storm of changing your perception? Yes, you are. How do I know? Because of the tree and also because of the snake. That adapts. That is knowledge. That is understanding. Okay? Putting that one back, and we are moving to July. Now, let's see what we have in store for July. Know your fears. Okay, why do you need to know your fears? Because shit's getting deep. You might want to be telling yourself some really sexy stories about how everything is going to be wonderful and how everything is just going totally fine and how you are totally in control of both sides of your sign and everything is cool, but you know what? You need to face your fears. What are those fears? Are they you can't reach your dream? Are they you're not strong enough to reach your dream? Do you not love yourself enough to reach that dream? Are you setting yourself up by being malicious to yourself? or to others who can help you get to that dream? Do you need to change your perception of what you need to do to get there? Do you need to change your perception of what your fears are? July, I need you guys, or you need to journal out. What are you afraid of? What are your dreams? How much are you loving yourself? How much do you need to change your idea of what you believe in your fears, in your dreams, and how you're taking care of yourself in order to get to where you want to be? Okay? August. Seek the lesson. All right, what is the lesson? The lesson is, how are you going to do this? How are you going to change the way you see things in order to be where you want to be? How are you going to change your fears? That in and of itself, these two cards right here, is really massive. Okay? This is a lesson in and of itself. Let's take this over here too. This is a huge lesson. Changing the way you see your fears. Knowing why you fear it and changing the way you understand it. You've got a lot of work in July and August to be doing on yourself in order to advance, in order to grow, in order to enlighten. Okay? Be prepared for that. It's going to be hard work. You will get through it because both the lion or the bear and the wolf are very strong animals. They're here to say you will get through this. You just need to be prepared and have the energy stored in order to do it. Okay? September. What do we have in store for September? Seeking your destiny. All right. So, in June, we were talking about your dreams, right? What do you want to do with your life? What is your life purpose? What do you believe your life purpose is? You've been spending the year getting rid of old emotions so that way you have ways to bring in new stuff. You've been spending the year taking care of yourself and loving yourself and being strong enough to love yourself. You've been spending the year making sure you're not mean to anybody, but also making sure you're not mean to yourself. You've been spending the year changing the way you see things, changing the way you understand things, changing the way you see your fears. This has been a lesson in and of itself every month, but especially in the month of July and August. Why? Because if you've been journaling, if you've been actually doing this stuff and keeping notes, you know what you want out of life. You are this little cat here who is standing on the threshold of your destiny. The only thing that's holding him back is the few minutes to say, "See you later, bitches." Okay? He didn't get here just because he got here. He didn't get here just because it was awesome and he found the path. He got here because it was hard work. You're going to go through hard work. And I want you to remember throughout every month up until August, or until September, especially in July and August, where you're like, I hate this. This sucks. I'm ready to throw in the towel. I'm not doing it anymore. In September, if you didn't throw in the towel, it's going to be so worth it because you're right there. See you later, bitches. All right. October. What's in store for October, the Halloween month? Make the sacrifice. What sacrifice? No, you don't have to kill anything. Well, let me take that back and rephrase it and change the perception on it. You do not have to kill any being. You have to kill thoughts. Changing that perception. You see how it's right on top? Changing the perception. Changing the way you see things. You're going to have to sacrifice what you've believed in. Probably what you believed in during 2017. Probably a little bit of what you've thought throughout 2018. Are you willing to let some things go in order to find your destiny? In order to start on that destiny path? Are you willing to let some friends go because they're not there yet? And they're trying to hold you back? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to move forward You have to make the sacrifice. I know you don't like me, but I'm not the one who's pulling the cards. I'm just reading what Spirit wants you to know. Okay? November. November. Nourish the soul. Okay. You've gone through all of the work. You understand your fears. You understand your dreams. You've found the lesson. You understand the destiny. You're making the sacrifice. Why am I not in my destiny? Well, you probably are on the path to the destiny. But you need to make sure your soul is nourished. Why? Because you just did a lot of hard work. It's the same as if you woke up in the morning and you went and hit the gym and you worked out for whatever umpteenth million bazillion minutes, hours, whatever. You are exhausted. What do? You take a recovery shake. You grab a smoothie. You get something to eat. Well, you just did all kinds of spiritual, emotional, mental, soul work, right? You've made some major sacrifices. It's time to nourish yourself. You need to have new energy before you can continue on. You know where you're going. You know what you want. You just don't have the energy because you've used it. Time to have some lunch. Time to have that smoothie, right? Time to nourish the soul. What does that mean? It could be anything from taking a nap. It could be anything from meditating. It could be anything from doing something that you really, really like. Just enjoying yourself, having a bubble bath. So that way you are taking care of your soul as you begin your journey. Okay? December. Embrace your spirit. All right. So, I was just saying you need to make sure that your spirit is fed, right? You need to have energy in your spirit. Just because you've now fed your spirit does not mean that you understand your spirit. This is going to become an everyday situation. Just because you ate today doesn't mean you can't or you don't need to eat tomorrow, right? You're going to need to eat tomorrow. Your soul is going to need to eat tomorrow. Your spirit needs to be taken care of every day after you're beginning on your path. Why? Because it's a spiritual path. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to become a guru. That doesn't mean you're being a yoga master. That doesn't mean the stereotypical perception of a spiritual path. It means this is your spiritual path. And because it is your spiritual path, you need to take care of you by nourishing your soul, your body, your mind, and everything else, and embracing your spirit. You don't have to be afraid of your spirit. Okay? Also, because I just heard Gemini is going to take this and run with it and not totally hear everything. Just because you're embracing your spirit does not mean you can neglect your body. Just because you're embracing the spirit does not mean you can neglect your mental state. You need to take care of you as a whole, mind, body, and spirit in order to enter into 2019 and start rocking your destiny. All right? Okay. Review. Let stuff go so you have room to bring in the good. Make sure you're loving yourself, because if you're not loving yourself 100%, no conditions, you're going to get into some places where it's going to be very, very difficult. Embrace your masculinity. You know you're strong. You are strong. Accept that. Change perceptions. There's going to be so many things throughout this year that you need to stop and actually think about instead of just what you were trained to do, what you believed last year, 2 years ago as a child, okay? Make sure you're not being mean or malicious to anybody, although do defend yourself, do defend your path. Make sure nobody is blocking you. Understand your dreams, not just the nighttime dreams, but your goals, your wishes, what you want. Understand your fears, just as well as you understand your dreams. These are going to be major lessons that you're working on and working through in order to get to your destiny. Just because you're now on the threshold of destiny does not mean you're there. Congratulations, collect go, gather $200. You're there, it's done. You still got work to do. In order to get there, you're going to have to make some major sacrifices. Most of them are probably already made, but you're going to have to let go of a little bit more. And then make sure you are taking care of not only your mind and your body and your spirit, but your spirit. Make sure you're doing this daily. You are going to run out of energy. You are going to run out of oomph and go and all of that unless you are taking care of yourself. Okay? Okay. Gemini, this is your 2018 general reading, meaning it's for all Geminis worldwide. 2-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 70-year-olds, it don't matter. It's for everybody worldwide. Okay? If you want a reading personalized to you, pinpointing your year exactly for you, there's a link down below that you can follow. Follow all of the instructions, get your reading sent to you in your email. Okay? If not, that's totally cool. Keep this reading, bookmark it, come back every month. Follow the plan for a wonderful 2018. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time today. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through 2018. Hope to see you soon. Love you lots. Bye.